And here we have it, the Gen 6 3-liter supercharger. Gen 6, all new rotor design. It's got larger inlet on here, different port design, everything else to make this supercharger the most efficient 3-liter supercharger Whipple has ever made. So what makes this Gen 6 blower so efficient? What they've got here is a dual core, dual pass, patented intercooler design under this lid right here. I really didn't see those dyno sheets, okay? I definitely did not see them, but the car's making some sick power, guys. Welcome everyone to the unboxing video of the all-new Gen 6 3-liter Whipple Supercharger for the 2024 and up Mustang GT. If you guys already didn't know, I'm the Mustang King over here at Lethal Performance, and I'm really excited to show you guys this supercharger kit. Why? Because in my opinion, it's the most highly anticipated kit that Whipple has ever come out with. Why? Well, because obviously over the years we've seen automakers such as Dodge and GM and now Ford are starting to crack down on the ability to tune the vehicles. Whether they be locked PCMs, you just can't crack them with aftermarket software. When these new 24 Mustangs were coming out, you know, everyone was saying, you know, I can't wait to have the ability to tune them. You know, when am I going to be able to run a tune and run E85, run a supercharger kit? And as of now that the cars are being delivered, no one in the aftermarket industry has tuning software that supports the 24 Mustang yet. So there's a lot of skepticism. Hey, who's going to be able to crack it? Who's going to be able to do this? Well, I tell you what, Whipple has the tools to do it. They are a partner of Ford. They've worked closely with Ford, and they have the software and the ability to tune this supercharger on the 24 and up Mustang, which is awesome. This kit has been in the works for a long time. I've actually been out to Whipple several times over the last couple of years. I've seen this kit in development from just CAD drawings to actually becoming reality, and now it's here. So let's get started, open the box up, and show you guys the new system from Whipple. And here we have it, the Gen 6 3-liter supercharger. Gen 6, all new rotor design. It's got larger inlet on here, different port design, everything else to make this supercharger the most efficient 3-liter supercharger Whipple has ever made. Also, what makes this Gen 6 blower so efficient is very similar to the design that they use on the Gen 5, where they have an insane intercooler on here. Heat soak is not an issue with the Gen 5 supercharger. I ran our 2018 car down the strip so many times, never saw any heat soak issues or anything like that. Same thing with my 2020 GT500 and a 3.8, very similar intercooler design. What they've got here is a dual core, dual pass, patented intercooler design under this lid right here. There's actually two intercoolers laid right next to each other here. That's why you've got the water coming in, the intercooler fluid coming in one side, cooling it on this side. On the driver's side, you also have coolant coming in from the passenger side here. Now the air from the supercharger, once it's compressed, comes up through those intercoolers, hits the lid, and then comes back down and then into the intake runners into your engine. In addition to the awesome, high-efficient cooling design of their intercooler brick here, on the supercharger, they also have a high-flow intercooler pump as well as a front-mount heat exchanger. So as far as that front-mount heat exchanger goes, we have a standard one available to us now. Unlike the S650 that does have an oversized heat exchanger upgrade, they do not have one yet for the S650. However, we will see an upgraded oversized dual pass heat exchanger from Whipple here shortly. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are actually looking at the supercharger here, looking at the front. There's a single throttle body opening. We know the 24 Mustang has dual throttle bodies, dual intake tubes, and dual air boxes. The Whipple kit will actually still retain dual air boxes, filters, and intake tube, but it will Y into a single inlet here. Now, people are saying, hey, you know, we need those dual throttle bodies to make power. That is not the case with this Whipple supercharger here. Whipple has actually been able to support 2,000 horsepower with a single throttle body application. So it's not an issue, guys. And another thing to note about why this kit does not have dual throttle body inlets, it's also because it can be very difficult for them to actually cast an inlet here that has two throttle bodies right in front of an area where you need a supercharger pulley and the belt drive. Because if you needed to change a belt, change a supercharger pulley over at the track or anything like that, it's going to be very difficult. You have to pull both air intakes off as well as the throttle bodies to be able to access it. Big pain in the ass, not needed, and that's why I didn't do it. And speaking about throttle body options, the Stage 1 kit will come with a 92mm throttle body, and the Stage 2 kit will come with a 112mm throttle body. Oh, look at the size of the friggin' inlet on this thing. It is massive. You guys know I love to double fist those inlets, so here we go. again, double fisting that Whipple Supercharger 3-liter setup. There is so much room in there, so much volume of air to go in here before it gets compressed into your engine, and that's how we're gonna be making big power with this Gen 6 kit. As you guys can see here, there's a really nice blue looking color on the Whipple Supercharger. Whipple does offer powder coat options for the Supercharger kits. This one, we did ask them to match it up as best as they can to our Grabber Blue Metallic car, which this kit will be going on. So now you've heard enough about the actual Supercharger itself. Let's go ahead and pull out some of the components and talk about them. Whoa! Wow, there's a lot of stuff here, guys. Before we get into it, just want to explain to you that these Supercharger kits are going to come complete with exactly everything that you need to install on your vehicle, along with the calibration to install and drive, all right? They will also be 50 state legal with carb stickers, so for all you guys out in California or wherever you are that may be strict in emissions, Whipple will have the certification done so you guys can run the kit and not have any problems. I'm gonna explain the differences real quick. Stage 1 will have the smaller throttle body, the 92mm throttle body, as opposed to the 112 that is here in the Stage 2 kit. Also, the calibration will be slightly different. I do believe they'll also be running the same pulley, which is a 3.75-inch supercharger pulley, and they'll be rated about 12 pounds of boost. So, no official real horsepower numbers or dyno numbers have been released from Whipple yet. I'm going to take a pretty logical guess based on our 2018 GT, which ran their Gen.5 3-liter kit on it and made 700 wheel horsepower, that we should be around or above that mark with this new S650 platform. Now, you dark horse owners out there that make 20 horsepower more from the factory at the engine, you know, I may or may not have seen some dyno results from Whipple, quite possibly, but the car is making some sick power, guys. You guys are gonna love the kit. So let's get into some of the components here and talk about them. And on top of here, you can see the installation instructions are already available. They are nice, printed out in full color, images, everything else labeled, everything here. Again, Whipple's got a ton of moving parts in this Supercharger kit, down to clamps, hoses, the whole nine, screws, bolts, everything. It's all listed in here, so you guys have everything you need to install the kit on your car and enjoy. With both the Stage 1 and the Stage 2 kit with the Whipple Supercharger kit are gonna be these really nice billet fuel rails down here. These are black anodized billet machine fuel rails. They have 6 AN ends on them, come with all the proper connections and hoses and stuff to connect to your factory feed line. Now, the injectors that they're using are gonna be a 55-pound injector that's used on both Stage 1 and Stage 2 kits. What you don't see here are any aftermarket drop-in fuel pumps or a fuel pump voltage booster. There may be one in the future. However, from Whipple's testing right now, they have not seen the need to add it in the kit. Again, this is the actual first production kit shipped ever, so I feel proud to have it here. Thank you, Dustin, very much. But the production kits may vary and may include a fuel system upgrade, like a pump upgrade or a fuel pump voltage booster. Now, for spark plugs, Whipple includes these Motorcraft spark plugs here. They are actually the ones used at the 2020 and up Shelby GT500. I'm not quite sure if they're a heat range or two colder, but we do know, since that 5.2-liter Predator motor is supercharged, that they are designed for forced induction applications like this. So now that we've gone over the fueling as well as the spark, let's talk a little bit about the cooling. Right here in front of me, we've got the intercooler reservoir from Whipple. We've also got their high flow intercooler pump. And right here to my left is a massive front mount heat exchanger. Now that is what's really gonna help you out in cooling. This is at the front of your vehicle here, so when you're driving, air passes through the fins of that heat exchanger, cools the intercooler fluid before it is pumped through the intercooler here, and then the air is forced into your engine. And these are the things that set Whipple apart from most of the other guys out there. Their cooling system, again, heat soak is a thing of the past. We don't see it. These guys keep getting better and better and better with their intercooler systems, as well as the efficiency with their blower. So kudos to Whipple, great job. Air, baby, that's what this thing wants. It wants to be fed air, and how we're doing it is through those two air boxes here. Two high flow filters from Whipple Superchargers. These are real nice. These actually, I believe, are also available for guys just looking to upgrade their factory filters to aftermarket ones. I believe these will fit. We'll have some part numbers up on the site shortly, but there you have it. Real nice filters from them. Here are both of your MAFs. Now, what you see here, or what you don't see, which the factory has, is those carbon traps in here, but they are actually still in there. However, they don't look nearly as restrictive as the ones on the factory intake have. So we do have carbon traps in here. This is how Whipple is going to stay emissions compliant and get you guys that 50 state legal setup on there. So there's your MAF sensors. The intake tube here, like we spoke about, is that weird looking Y thing over here. 120 millimeters. This thing's actually pretty massive. I could fit like my whole arm up in here and stuff, but it would bolt right up here to the front, and then you've got your one air box on your driver's side, one on the passenger side. And what's cool about this is that, again, it's built so that you can not only hook this system up to your 92 millimeter from Whipple on their Stage 1 kit, but it's also will hook up to your 112. It is 120 millimeters, so eventually if you guys do go with that competition 120 millimeter throttle body setup, it's actually just a straight coupler that goes from this intake tube to the throttle body here. It's massive. There's no lack of airflow through this design here whatsoever. People will question this design. Whipple has done lots of supercharger modeling, airflow modeling, stuff like that. There is no restriction on this whatsoever. All right, now we got done with the air intake, that funky looking Y tube over there. That is gonna feed our 112 millimeter billet throttle body. As you can see here, the factory electronics are actually already installed on here, which is nice of Whipple to do. People have struggled in the past clocking a spring and stuff like that, so it's nice that it comes installed on here ready for you guys to bolt right up to the front of the supercharger. And here is your supercharger pulley, the 5-bolt design. This is a 6-rib setup, comes standard. I'm sure Whipple will eventually have a 10-rib setup upgrade for the car once everyone starts turning some boost, but I think right now with the power level that you'll be able to get to with the Whipple calibration, a 10-rib kit really won't be needed until, again, you're able to turn that boost up and run a smaller supercharger pulley on it. This is a 3.75-inch supercharger pulley. I believe we're supposed to make 12 pounds of boost with it, so we'll see once we get it on the car and get you guys some actual boost numbers. Air, fuel, spark, cooling. What are we missing? Tuning. That's what we have this device right here for. This is the Whipple Tomahawk flash device. This is what you'll actually be using to flash your vehicle with the Whipple calibration. Now, it's got an SD card here on the side, a couple buttons on the front here, and a cord that's going to plug into your OBD2 port. To keep it simple, how this works is once you receive the kit and install everything, you're going to actually plug it into your vehicle to the OBD2 port and then download the RFQ file. That is not your stock calibration file. The RFQ file is actually what Whipple uses to build the calibration for your vehicle. It has specifics on it, such as your VIN number, whether the car is an auto or a manual, your gear ratio, and such. That helps Whipple build the file, which they email back to you, then you upload onto the SD card, plug into the device, flash your vehicle with the cal, and you're on your way. And with this device, it makes it very easy to load the calibration from Whipple onto your vehicle here. It's actually the only device at the moment that has the ability to flash a 2024 and up Mustang, so kudos to you again, Whipple. The calibration also keeps in mind all different driving conditions. So whether you're out in Fresno where Whipple is and it's 117, 120 degrees every day, or you're up towards Canada where it's very cold, or let's say you're in an area where you only can get 91 octane instead of 93. They do cover all these types of driving conditions, so there you have it. And that about wraps it up, guys, for the all-new Gen 6 3-liter supercharger kit for the 2024 and up Mustang GT and Dark Horse. Very excited to get this on our car. I can't wait to make some power with it. You guys are going to see tons of content, dyno videos, install videos, racing videos at the track, driving reviews, the whole 9. So you guys have any questions about the new Whipple Supercharger kit for the 2024 and up Mustang GT, feel free to give us a shout at 561-753-8105. I'm the Mustang King, and I'm out. Now, stage kits will come with the ability. Stage 1 kits will have. Stage kits. You skipped the one. Now, I said stage 1. Joe. Okay. Joe. I'll put it in the bloopers. Go ahead, do it. Stage kits. Stage kits. Put it up in the bloopers, Joe. I will. All right. I will. Yep. Now, stage kits. We know it makes power. We also know from our previous generation. It's a penis generation. Yeah. Seriously.